Right. I will be the first one.
Okay, I'll be the second one then.
Your mic on?
It is now.
Great. I am out of water. I'll have some of this Jacob juice. Just a moment.
Jacob Goo.
Sorry, I'll have some of Jacob's goo.
Just. It's probably been distilled.
It's just his musk.
It just oozes out of him like that?
Where are those tubes?
Yeah, there's a tube here.
Can I steal one of those?
Do you need a tube of
I
goo?
would love a tube.
Ian, do you need a tube of Jacob's goo?
Goo tube? I can do without a goo tube if someone else needs goo tubes. But I do enjoy a good goo tube.
Great. Okay. They're made of meat.
Meat?
Meat.
Meat.
They're made out of meat. Yeah, no doubt about it. We picked up several from different parts of the planet, took them aboard our recon vessel, probed them all the way through. They're completely meat.
That's impossible. What are the radio signals? The messages to the stars?
They use the radio waves to talk, but the signals don't come from them. The signals come from machines.
So who made the machines? That's who we want to contact.
They made the machines. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Meat made machines.
That's ridiculous. How can meat make a machine? You're asking me to believe in sentient meat.
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, these creatures are the only sentient race in the sector, and they're made of meat.
Maybe they're like the Orphle. You know, like the carbon-based intelligent that goes through a meat stage.
No. They're born meat and they die meat. We studied several of them. We studied them for several of their lifespans, which did not take long. Do you have any idea the lifespan of meat?
Spare me. Okay. Maybe they're only part meat. You know, like the Weddle. The meat head with the electron plasma brain inside.
No, we thought of that. Since they do have meat heads, like the Weddle, but I told you, we probed them. They're meat all the way through.
No brain.
Oh, no, there's brain all right, but the brain is made out of meat.
So what does the thinking?
You're not understanding, are you? The brain does the thinking.
Thinking?
The meat.
Thinking meat? You're asking me to believe in thinking meat?
Yes, thinking meat, conscious meat, loving meat, dreaming meat. The meat is the whole deal. Are you getting the picture?
Oh my God, you're serious. They're made of meat.
Finally, yes, they are indeed made of meat, and they've been trying to get in touch with us for almost 100 years. Please keep scrolling. Thank you. Almost 100 of their years.
So, what does the meat have in mind?
First, it wants to talk to us. Then I imagine it wants to explore the universe, contact other sentients, swap ideas and information, the usual.
It's supposed to talk to meat?
That's the idea. That's the message they're sending out by radio. Hello, anyone out there? Anyone home? That sort of thing.
They actually talk then? They use words, ideas, concepts?
Oh, yes, except they do it with meat.
I thought you told me they used radio.
Oh, they do. But what do you think is on the radio? Meat sounds. You know how when you slap or flap meat, it makes a noise? They talk by flapping their meat at each other. They can even sing by squirting air through their meat.
God, singing meat. It's altogether too much. What do you advise?
Officially or unofficially?
Both.
Officially, we are required to contact, welcome, and log any and all sentient races or multi-beings in the quadrant without prejudice, fear, or favor. Unofficially, I advise we erase the records and forget the whole thing.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that.
It seems harsh, but there's a limit. Do we really want to make contact with meat?
I agree 100%. What's there to say, though? I mean, hello, meat, how's it going? But will this work? How many planets are we dealing with here?
Just one. They can travel to other planets in special meat containers, but they can't live on them. And being meat, they only travel through sea space, which limits them to the speed of light and makes the possibility of their ever making contact pretty slim, infinitesimal, in fact.
So we just pretend there's no one home in the universe.
That's it.
Cruel. But you said it yourself. Who wants to meet meat? And the ones who have been aboard our vessels, the ones you've probed, you're sure they won't remember?
They'll be considered crackpots if they do. We went into their heads and smoothed out their meat so that we're just a dream to them.
A dream to meet.
Yeah.
How strangely appropriate. That should be the meat's dream.
And we can mark this sector unoccupied.
Good. Agreed. Officially and unofficially. Case closed. Any others? Anyone interested on what's on the other side of the galaxy?
Yes, a rather shy but sweet hydrogen core cluster intelligence in a Class 9 star in G445 zone was in contact 2 galactic rotations ago, wants to be friendly again.
They can always come around.
And why not? Imagine how unutterably cold the universe would be if one were all alone. Thanks for joining us for the third instance of meat.
We're made of meat.
We're made of meat. Isn't that weird?
I've heard that.
Yes.
Who wrote it?
I have no idea.
I might have even.
Meat was
It was written by meat.
At
Yeah,
the top
that's true. It was written by me.
They picked up a writing implement with their meat and then they wrote it down.
Where did the words come from?
At the top of the page, there was a
believe it
link
came
to a
from me.
radio play of that,
Yeah.
which I imagine there's a deep dive you could do by following internet links to figure out where the originator was.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody. By the way, Alpha Flight and Zeta Shift have both done that bit, and some people in chat were saying it's really interesting to see how that is with different performers.
Your mic's on, Ben.
I know that when Andy and Jacob did it, because they had previously in the same Alpha Flight done Who's on First, their take on it was very vaudeville, right? It was like, they're made of meat. What? Yes, they're made of meat. They flap their meat together. Like, it was very, which I thought was very interesting.
Makes sense. What a great
Very
idea.
well.
Yeah.